Yo, what is up, y'all? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all all the things I learned in my first month of doing calisthenics as a lifter, of course. So I'm gonna be taking y'all week by week exactly what I learned and like what was going on with my body and like in my mind. So I'm just gonna give y'all the gist of everything. So week one, first day that I came out here, I was right here like at this same exact bar. I was practicing muscle ups, and I also did not front lever. I was doing planche. I was trying to practice the planche, and I was also practicing handstands. So those were the three things that I tested. The muscle up, I wanted to get like multiple muscle ups in a row because I was only able to do like one muscle up, and then after that, like my muscles were done. They were fried. And handstand, never did a handstand before. Planche, I'm not even gonna get onto the planche. You already know planche. That stuff is like something else. But for the muscle up, first day I came out here, I was able to do multiple muscle ups in a row. I didn't know if it was just my adrenaline or if it was just something else, like God was assisting me in the muscle ups, but I was able to do 3 muscle ups in a row, and that was my goal. I wanted to do multiple muscle ups in a row, but the one thing that I changed that actually helped me get those multiple muscle ups in a row was like my hand placement. So normally what I was doing on the bar was like separating my hands too far apart, like I was making them wider than shoulder width. But I watched this one video and I also asked some people like, hey, how do you do multiple muscle ups in a row? Like, what did you do? So they just said, hey, it's like all about your hand placement. Like move your hands closer together, like make them shoulder width apart. So I did that, and I was able to do like 3 in a row the time that I was practicing it. And I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's like about the leverage that you get and like how much power you're able to pull when your hands are closer together to the bar. But that's what I was able to do. Handstand, I didn't even know how to get up on the first day. I tried like kicking myself up on the wall, but I have long arms and I have long legs, so it was really hard for me to like actually get myself on the wall. And planche, I just practiced a little bit of a planche lean. I didn't really get the planche lean that much because my shoulders were too weak, my arms were too weak. Everything was just too weak. Like trying to do a planche is like, it's a whole different skill. That's like the number one skill that I want to get right now. But about like 2 days after, I came back over here and I did some research before, and I was seeing like how I could actually kick myself up into a handstand. And they said to like kick your feet up together and then like use the wall, so now your back is on the wall. The way I was able to get up those previous times was like crawling my way up onto the wall, but I didn't really like that because the times where I did fall, I was falling straight on my back and it was really painful. So I changed that and I was able to like kick myself up onto the wall, and this time it felt a lot better. The only thing that I was really like struggling with now was like holding the handstand. So I was using the wall and I was able to get like 1 second hold, like 2 second hold, nothing more than 3 though. So I just practiced that for about like 30 minutes and then I called it a wrap, and then I went back home. So a couple days later I came back and I was doing like more core exercises too. So I wanted to split up my training. The main things that I wanted to really focus on for week 1 was like getting my muscle up stronger and like actually knowing how to kick myself up into a handstand even if I wasn't able to hold it. So I started doing more core exercises, and I was doing seated leg raises. I was doing like core exercises on the bar, and I was also doing like core compression exercises because I saw that those help you out with like overall body stability and also calisthenics moves. So week 1, things that I achieved were that multiple muscle ups in a row. I was able to get 3 in a row. What else I also learned was like more core exercises to do, and I was able to like learn how to kick myself up into a handstand properly. So that's week 1. Week 2 was when I actually like started picking up some more things, and I think that is a result of me like actually like consistently learning from like what I was doing and also watching people online. Like this was the only thing I was consuming. If you looked at my recommended page, it was like 100% calisthenics stuff. It was like I was seeing a whole bunch of Russian people. I was seeing a whole bunch of different shorts, and it it was insane. But this is the way how you actually grow. This is the way how you actually pick things up quickly, is by like fully putting yourself into the world and like just becoming a sponge for the information. So that's exactly what I was doing. And it was around this time where I saw this one Russian guy on YouTube. He was saying, dude, you gotta do a planche press. And this was something that was like really eye-opening for me, because he was doing an exercise that I've never seen before. If you don't know what it is, I'm gonna put it onto the screen right now. It's like where you have your arms straight. It's almost like you're doing a bench press, but you're like keeping your arms straight and you're moving the bar down like towards your midsection, and then you're pushing back up. So it's almost like a planche motion, just with the bar. So it's like an assisted, like a way how you can build your weight up into doing a planche. So I was practicing that one, and I was only able to do around like 45 pounds for the planche press. So that's like the bar, and I was doing that like twice a week. So the first week I did it twice, and I was able to eventually progress into doing like 5 pounds on each side. So that's 55 pounds in total. And also in this week was when I started practicing my pike push-ups. Pike push-ups are like where you have your hands and feet on the ground, like your body's making a V shape, and you're doing push-ups that way. And I was able to progress this one also in week 2, and I was able to start lifting my legs up when I was doing it. So just doing it on my hands and feet, that was too easy. I don't want to do easy things. I want to do something that's going to like challenge me, something that's going to be hard. So I elevated my legs. I was able to put it like onto a bench. The bench is like 1 foot tall, I think, but this one really like put a lot more pressure and a lot more stress onto my arms. It felt like I was doing like a handstand push-up in a way, even though I'm not doing a handstand push-up, but it's like the same exact motion. And I really like this one too, because it really strengthened up my triceps and also my shoulders, which you can see my shoulders have like gotten a lot more stronger, and my triceps too. And it's crazy because you wouldn't think that you can get stronger by doing these things with your body weight. You might think that you need to like use weights, especially since I come from a background of doing weights, that you need to use weights in order to like actually grow. But there's a lot of areas where I don't train with weights that like just doing body weight workouts will really help out. So that's what I've learned too. And I'm gonna continue doing pike push-ups and things like that. So the other thing that I started practicing were banded front levers, just right here with the band. And I wasn't able to get my body straight week 2. I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it, but my hands were too far apart. I remember that, like looking back at the video, that's one thing that I needed to fix. My hands were too far apart, and that's one reason why like I wasn't really able to get into a full front lever. But apart from front lever, I was practicing that. I was also helping out my lats too. I was making them stronger. Started doing more L-sits, and I wasn't able to do an L-sit. My core was weak AF. I didn't have any strength over there. So doing those core exercises, I just kept on stacking them, I kept on like working on them. And I was also like fooling around in my room too. I would just like try to like go and hit like a L-sit real quick, like try to hit a move real quick, but I wasn't able to do it. But like me like practicing those, eventually I was able to get better at doing it, and I was able to hit my first L-sit, and I was able to do it for like 3 seconds. It wasn't until like week 3 that I was able to actually like hold a solid L-sit and do it consistently and hold it for like 6 seconds. So I was just fooling around in my room, and like I'll just get up off my bed, like if I'm bored or if like I have a lot of energy, then I'll just go and like try to bust out a real quick L-sit. And that's what eventually got me to like being able to do it. So that's like a part of my training too. It's not just only training when I'm like at the gym or like at the calisthenics area. It's also practicing these things at home that helped me get better at doing it. And also at home, I was practicing the planche lean, and I was able to get better at doing that. The planche press helped me out with like getting strong enough to hold a planche lean, but I'm still not perfect at it. I'm still practicing it, It's only week 2, so I still have a long way to go. And also in week 2, I started doing more leg exercises. I was able to do a pistol squat, and before I was able to do a pistol squat, but it wasn't very clean. Now was a time where I actually got a clean pistol squat, and I was able to like move my body like very efficiently, and I was able to have full body control while doing it. And the way how I did it was starting off with like elevated L-sits, and not L-sits, elevated pistol squats. And then after I got flexible and strong enough in my ankles and my quads and my calves, then I was able to move onto flat ground and do it completely clean. But the main thing that was limiting me was my flexibility. So I just locked in on my flexibility and I was able to hit it clean. And the next thing that I got was pike push-ups, planche lean, front levers, handstand. I was able to hit my handstand for longer. So now was the time where I actually held it for like 5 seconds. But after week 2, I didn't really practice my handstand as much because I wanted to put more focus into other things, especially like the planche press and like those muscles of my body. So I just put the handstand on a pause. I haven't practiced the handstand in like 2 weeks now, but that's fine because I know that I'm practicing other things that will probably help me out with holding a handstand. So that's a wrap of week 2. This was the week that I got that L-sit and I was able to lock that down. So now week 3 was a good week too. This is like when I was able to like get a lot better at the L-sit too. Like I said, I was able to hold it for around like 6 seconds long, and I'm able to like hit it consistently. It's not just like a one-off thing where I need like 100% energy in order to hit a one full L-sit. Now I'm able to do that stuff easily. I can do it like right now if I wanted to, and that's because like my core got a lot stronger. Matter of fact, let me do it right now just to show you. Full L-sit. Like, it's easy for me to do it now. I can hold it consistently. So week 3 is when I started to practice the banded front lever more, and I was doing more exercises on the bar. I was doing like core compression exercises on the bar, but I wasn't really doing that much muscle ups this week either. But I started improving my sissy squat too. When I was doing leg days, I was practicing the pistol squat and also the sissy squat while I was doing my leg days. And I got a lot better at that. So my knees got a lot stronger and my quads got a lot stronger too. And what else? Yeah, less practice on the handstands. I was doing more on the planche press. And now the planche press, I'm able to do around like 10 pounds on each side. So in total, I'm doing 65 pounds on the planche press. I'm just like slowly progressing my weight up and getting stronger at that. So I see like a translation between the planche press and also these movements that I'm doing, like even the front lever, like the banded front lever. I feel like the planche press is really helping me out with this because it's working out my lats a lot, and like my arms are overall getting a lot stronger. So now week 4, this was the week where I actually hit my first tuck planche, which was actually insane because I didn't even know that I hit the tuck planche until I looked back on the video and saw that I was doing it. I was like, what in the world? Because it's like, it's something that takes people around like 2 to 4 months. Like when I searched it up, like how long does it take to do a tuck planche? They said that it takes around 2 to 4 months in order to like hit a full tuck planche. I was able to do this stuff in like 4 weeks. I was able to do it in 4 weeks. That's insane. Like the progress that I'm making is like so crazy, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because I know that I still have so much more to learn and there's so much more for me to do, that if I just start getting excited over everything, then like my progress will probably stall. So I still need to look at myself like I'm a beginner because I'm still not like an advanced person yet. I'm still learning along the way and I'm still getting a lot stronger. But I will say the one thing that helped me do the tuck planche was those planche presses. A Russian guy, thank God for him, he really helped me out a lot. And that one exercise is the reason why I'm able to do a lot of these moves right now. So I know that as I get stronger on the planche press, I'm going to be able to do more advanced movements like the advanced tuck planche and then eventually the straddle planche, which is one of my main goals right now before I get to a full planche. But yeah, that's one move that I was able to do. And now I'm also doing more explosive muscle ups. Week 4, I was training with my friend. He said that he wanted to do his first muscle up, so I just gave him all the advice that I use, and like I told him, move your hands closer together. He's already pretty good at doing pull-ups, so I already knew that he was able to get one pretty quickly. It's all about the hinge motion, and sometimes you just need to like send it, like get over your fear. That might be the thing that's blocking you from like hitting a full muscle up. You might be too scared because it's not a movement that you did before. You might be afraid of falling or like failing, but just like get rid of that block in your head, because I could see it in him. I was like, dude, just like go for it, because you're right there. You're literally getting your chest over the bar. You just need to like hinge yourself over and like push yourself up. And telling him that was what actually like helped him out a lot. It's not even about like moving his hands closer together, because yeah, that did help him, but still it's all about that mental block. So like I told him, just go for it. Like imagine yourself that you can already do this stuff right now. Like, because if you have that block in your head saying, I never did this before, I can never do it, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how I'm gonna look, then that's like exactly what's gonna come out into reality. Like that's exactly what's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna be able to do it, you're not gonna get it. It's all because of your mind. Like you're able to do it physically, but like first you need to be able to do it mentally before you do it physically. So I helped him get rid of that block, and then he actually did his first muscle up. Matter of fact, he didn't even do one muscle up. He did like 2 muscle ups in a row. In total, he did like 3 muscle ups that day. That was so exciting for me. It was just so good seeing that, because I don't know what it is, but like seeing people break that block in their head just like really motivates me too. It's like a reflection of me. It makes me want to do even more than I'm doing right now, like seeing people push that block in their head. So yeah, that's one thing that happened. Now I'm doing more explosive muscle ups, and that's because my lats got stronger, just like my back got stronger, a whole bunch of things got stronger. So now I'm doing more explosive muscle ups. But I will say that I wasn't able to do much in a row. I was only able to do like 2 in a row, but they were like explosive ones. So it shows that I'm trading off like the amount that I can do for the like the power of them. So what else in week 4? I practiced my dips, and I counted how much I can do. I stopped at 26, and that's a huge jump, because before I did any calisthenics, I was probably able to do like 12. So this is like 3 times that. And if I really push myself, I know that I can hit like 30. I could probably do even more now, who knows? But yeah, that's like how my triceps got stronger. And what else on week 4? Yeah, tuck planche, 26 dips, explosive muscle ups. Planche press, now I'm able to do around 75 pounds, so that's like 15 pounds on each side, and I'm continually getting stronger at it. But I'm very careful, because I don't want to get injured, I don't want to hurt my shoulder, so I'm going like very slowly, really listening to my body, because I felt a little bit of a nick in my elbow, so I stopped training for like 2 days, and now I feel good again. So I think I'm ready to go back into training. But that's all the things that I achieved in my first month of doing calisthenics as a lifter, of course. So I was able to get the tuck planche, which is something that I'm most proud of. I was able to do explosive muscle ups. I was able to do banded front lever, practiced handstand for like around 5 seconds. I'm able to do handstand for around 5 seconds long. Planche lean. What else? L-sit. Yeah, I'm able to do L-sit consistently now. Sissy squat, and also pistol squat. And yeah, those are like the main things. I'm pretty sure I can do much more, but this is all like month 1. I know that there's a lot more for me to learn. There's a lot more for me to do. I'm still gonna document this stuff. And I think that's really interesting, because people don't really like combine calisthenics with weightlifting. So I wanna be the person that like shows you that this is possible. And it's either like one side or the other, but like I'm here to show you that you can do both. Like you can still look good, you can still do these cool moves, and that's like the main thing that like I want to do. Like I think that that's like it's not just like looking good, it's about like feeling good too. It's like being able to do cool things. So that's the main goal that I have right now. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to do calisthenics. I'm going to continue to do updates. So that's exactly what I went through first month. I feel extremely good right now, and I'm happy that I chose to do this. So I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.